Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, affectionately known as Stark Vegas, and the home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Hope you brought your earplugs today. There's already some serious cowbell clanging going on here. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on 3rd down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He fires this throw and it's intercepted. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
Nice job by this defense jumping on that football to come up with the interception. And not exactly how this quarterback envisioned this game starting. His very first throw of the game, he puts into traffic, and he costs his team in a big way.
They'll run it from the gun. Fights off a defender. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to create here on the move. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Mississippi State now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone.
Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Will make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. So the quarterback says, I'll do this myself, but he just takes off and flashes the speed in the touchdown run.
My goodness, his creativity and speed makes it almost impossible to stop. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I start locking in on this quarterback's ability to run, because if you don't, you're going to see a lot more plays like this.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll leave the kickoff right there. We'll start at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart. Think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a first down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen, both won the Heisman Trophy.
Second and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Running through the tackle. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. The Trojans come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Third down, it's a handoff. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
And the Trojans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, SC. So they reach the end zone after a marathon march. How about the execution in that drive, Kirk?
Well, I know a lot of times people get excited for the big plays. They're fun to watch. But what's impressive to me is an offense that can put together a long drive and then finally cap it off with a touchdown. That way you don't have to always rely on the big plays. That's a great drive.
The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. The Mississippi State offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Pretty sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back, and he slings this pass over the middle. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he's got some open field ahead. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st period of play. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. He just can't take the sack.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Pressure is coming. Incomplete. As good as he threw the ball, that's a big 3rd down defensive play.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Turner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He's escaping the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception on the last series, almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Checks this down to the running back. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Second down now after the sack. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense. When you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback's scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
They're going to throw for it on third and short. And it's complete downfield. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down very near the red zone now.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Fresh set of downs. First and goal. Looking to throw it again. And it's incomplete, even on a first down. first-down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the back now goes in motion. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Looking for 6. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Coverage team brings down the returner. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. Defense is coming after him. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
First down loss sets up 2nd and long from the 11. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Tackled quickly after the catch, he'll be short of the marker.
And the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. An explosive game, big play, moves the ball inside the 40.
A lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
Just trying to get rid of it. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble now. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. They move the sticks, but hurry to the line here on first down now. And the quarterback dropping back. Quick throw to the left. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Trojans with 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the catch. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
The D coordinator showing heavy blitz pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Let's get pushed back. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. So on fourth down, they will go for it. Out comes the field goal unit trying to add 3 points before halftime. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off, begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Returner tackle right there. That's when they start the drive. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, looking deep. That ball's incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Here comes a handoff. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Snags the quick throw. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Trojans pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. And the quarterback keeps it here. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
A gain makes it second and medium. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. QB decides to keep it here. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Gets the first and still running. Touchdown, Trojans. And they will claim the second half lead. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Mississippi State offense back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion sets up a second down play. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw over the middle. The QB throws his third hook of the day. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Pitch to the back. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Trojans looking to cash in the red zone. And then first down, right back to the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Looking to pass here on second down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Can he take it all the way? Past the 50. Inside the 40. At the 20. The 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Bulldogs. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. They're returning from inside the 10-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a second down. The pocket breaking down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Grab made by the tight end, and the defense wraps him up.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Mississippi State 21, USC 17.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quick throw. The catch is made. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
First down. Looking to throw the football. That's made across the middle by the running back. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
And that's a good, nice... for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. It's a quarterback keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, there's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time, the defense is in position and they tackle him for a loss.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
Quarterback escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing him.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield, they have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes, and he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create?
A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you go from knocking on the door, ready to put points on the board, to taking a sack. As we all know, when you move down inside the 10-yard line and you decide to throw the ball, things happen fast. You've got to make quick decisions and get the ball out of your hands.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. On 3rd down, he drops to throw, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Down 1 possession in the 4th quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. He's got some room and some blockers here. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Play action here on 1st down. Close to the tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Gain moves the ball to the 40. It'll be 1st down. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here's the 2nd down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, looking to throw it. running out of time in the pocket. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble of the day for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment and the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
They're going to run it here. He shreds the tackle. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Reload. Black 24. Black 24.
And now the handoff. Good enough for first down yardage.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Rita. Check.
Here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. And the defense will take time out to stop the clock. 20 seconds remaining.
On the set.
Now it's 2nd down here.
Rolling. Slam. Yankee blue.
Will hand it off. He shreds the tackle. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Doesn't get rid of the ball, trapped for a huge loss. Goodness, that is usually a drive killer.
Now, 4th down.
Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.